thought that was Springfield, Massachusetts.
You're right, that's my bad. But if it wasn't born here, then it definitely grew up here. This is where the game became a game.
Well, could have to think that for game one of this back-to-back, teams are making some calculated adjustments. What do you think?
You're not wrong about that, Kevin. No reason to really show your full hand, if you will, in a back-to-back situation. You're always conscious of where your players are physically in terms of rest and fatigue. It's about finding the right balance for your particular ball club based on what the potential is and where you are currently.
And we all know what it means to MP and this team to play well on the road, win those close road games. MP's been quite vocal, in fact, about rising up in the face of big obstacles this season.
They've collectively taken MP's words to heart. You can see the purpose they're playing with, and you need that to succeed in a hostile environment. Otherwise, you start to show cracks, and in enemy territory, it's much more easily to exploit.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. The front court is Wells and Jackson. Morant is out there with MP. And it's Edey in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who has a report on MP.
We have a bit of a lineup change tonight. MP is stepping into the starting five in a move that many fans have been hoping for. Coach told me, quote, MP's earned it. He put in the time and he's done things the right way. He's looked like a starter for a while now. It's quite the journey for the rising star from Vermont.
You're right. Seems his moment has arrived. Thank you for the report. You know, one thing about MP, he is used to pressure situations. Not long ago, he was leading his team to a European title with a win over a very stacked Istanbul team.
To get experience like that, playing in a championship against other professionals, that's something that few rookies get to enter the league with. MP is very prepared for the pressure that will come at him in the NBA because of it.
I love the low simmer fire that Brunson plays with. He seems never to be out of control or over emotional. And when he goes inside, he's prepared to fight.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And front and center on the latest issue of Time magazine, who other than MP.
And he's been making headlines, turning pages and turning heads. And the story just about writes itself.
Over the course of the game, he's been very accurate, doing some great stuff.
Anunoby outside. In the first 2 minutes. And here's Brunson outside. Hits it from three-point range. Brunson's got his second basket of the night.
When your mechanics are as strong as Brunson's, there's nothing to think about. Just shoot the ball.
Memphis leading. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks, guys. Well, head coach Mike Brown taking over this season for New York. He's well aware of the pressure to win a championship, with the Knicks fresh off an Eastern Conference Finals run. But he said this is the kind of pressure you want as a coach, having a chance to win big. And he's excited for the challenge.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Thank you very much for the report there, Shams. Most appreciated. Now, Hart, following the three-point attempt by MP. Good on the shot.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Brunson. Bridges, no one around him. It's Clark with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 4, so the Grizzlies 5 right now. Jackson is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Morant. Then it's Santi Aldama. And it's MP in at the 2. And here's Towns. Following the three-pointer by MP, Brunson. Here's Robinson. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Robinson knows his strength and great value is on the offensive glass. Got himself a hoop that time, too.
Clark, one thing about Mitchell Robinson, he has got great rim protection, rebounding, and a nice sense on the floor of what to do.
Yeah, he's a big guy that really wreaks havoc on the glass. I mean, his size, jumping ability, and timing, along with his nose for the ball, forget about trying to keep him off the glass. He's getting offensive rebounds, and he's an excellent finisher rolling out of picks for the lob.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row ain't close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Now here's Towns. He's got 5. Robinson down low. He's covered by Clark. Robinson misses. The Grizzlies trail by 3. And here's MP for 3. It's rebounded by Brunson.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
It's Brunson at point-blank range.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now here's Jackson. His last outing, he had 24 points.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Right to the rim. MP caps off the break. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. It's the Knicks. They're up by 5. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot from the lead. They're thinking of...
For the Western Conference, Kevin Durant.
We've seen this kind of stretch so many times for Durant. His all-around game has been...
And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the New York Knicks.
Well, you can't...
Thank you for being with us. Now...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
We've got Bridges. Towns is out there with Hart. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Mike Brown as we get going here in the second half. When you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate, or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
A 3 from MP. MP showing the range.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
Towns for 3. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Jackson. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, the Grizzlies back among the top teams in the West after a down season in 2023-24. John Morant said, quote, "The confidence never left. As far as chemistry, we've been around each other for a while and we know each other well. This is my team. I'm confident in my team every step of the way." Kevin, back to you.
They play with swagger. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented, different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
That was a very smooth shot by Bridges. Measured that mid-range J perfectly.
MP kicks to Morant. Back to MP. Memphis moving that ball around. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
No problems knocking that one down. MP's got 12 points in just the second half. And stolen by MP. Morant outside. Back to MP for the lead. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. MP's got 34 points.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Now, here's Bridges. He's got 8. Here's Brunson. Hits the front of the rim and out.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge. Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Jackson kicks to Morant. Wells passes to MP. Back to Wells. A 3 from MP. Sinks the triple. And now a 6-point Grizzly lead.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. For the Knicks, Robinson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Yabusele comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Clarkson in for OG Anunoby. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Edey. Santi Aldama comes in for Jaren Jackson. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Jalen Wells. And it's Ty Jerome in for Morant.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
The chosen one. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And this has got to be, Clark, one of the best offenses in Knicks franchise history.
Yeah, you look at the 2-man game between Brunson and Town, Kevin, and it's virtually unstoppable. And they've got the defenders to hold up at the other end as well. This is a rock-solid crew.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Over his career, Mikal Bridges has taken on a bit more of a scoring load, and we're seeing another huge night from him here.
And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Pass to Yabusele. And here is Bridges. Robinson. And Robinson is right there. Robinson's got 6.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those chip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You've got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
For New York, Towns, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Josh Hart comes in for Gershon Yabusele. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Jordan Clarkson. Now here's Morant. And here's MP for three. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 6 assists now in the game. So on the floor for Memphis. The front court is Wells and Jackson. MP out there with Morant. And it's Edey in at the 5 down low. Stolen by Anunoby. MP against Bridges. Jackson with the rebound.
He'll miss some of these from time to time, especially when he feels some pressure on the way up.
Cleared away by Hart.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
77-75.
For Memphis, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Now Edey. MP sets the screen for Edey. Now MP. Pocket 6. Cleared away by Hart. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. A 2-point game. And yeah, it's good.
Man, how about the cool, calm collectedness of Town? Helps him come through when the game gets snug.
Now Brunson following the 3-point attempt by MP. Now here's Wells. Defended by Hart. Good! Another from 3.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. Connects again from distance.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keep knocking him down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game.
And it's a 4-way tie now. Himself, Curry, Zach LaVine, and Dame Lillard.
Rebounded by Anunoby. Here's New York. Beyond the arc. The 3 goes down.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Here's MP. Morant outside. MP. Edey. Oh, what a play inside.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Off target from outside. And so it's New York with it. They lead by 1. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Brunson. He's guarded closely. Towns. The 3 doesn't go. MP. And yet another basket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
One last chance to win it right here. It's got to be a catch and shoot off the inbound play. They don't have time for a second pass.
Bridges fires. And the 3 misses. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
Now let's go to our sideline reporter, Dominic Hamill.
MP, you're a student of the game, and you know the history of the franchise you just beat. This isn't just another win, is it?
No, it's never just another win here. You play this team in their house, You're going up against them, their fans, the ghost in the building itself, the city itself. We just beat a global icon.
That you did, MP. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dominic, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Tonight, MP.
MP's going to surprise a lot of people, man. He did a really good job going up against those guys in Europe as grown men. I think he's a really good sleeper pick for Rookie of the Year this year. Shout out MP.
Hey, there he is. My favorite client and the team's newest starter. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Austin. It's all pretty exciting now, isn't it?
Hey, listen, this is just the first step towards you becoming the face of the franchise.
Oh, well, I like how that sounds.
But it won't be easy, though. You got to establish yourself as the best player on a championship caliber team.
Oh, is that all?
Listen, but if you do it, the rewards are off the charts, man.
Yeah, well, you know me, Austin. I'm not ever scared, and I'm just crazy enough to believe I could do anything.
That's why I love you, MP. Never change.
out game time. Bring the pain time.
All right, MP. Big night tonight.
Homecoming game.
So, I was about to say homecoming. You got to be at least 4, 5 hours from the mark.
Yeah, I know, but Boston is the closest NBA city to where I grew up. So when I was young, this was actually goal number 1. I wanted to make it here, to play in front of these fans.
Well, now that you...
This game could be like a tennis match, Grant, with the ball racing from one side of the court to the other.
Yeah, B.A., you can get whiplash watching these teams run up and down the floor. They like to get it in goal without any hesitation.
And a few games ago, we talked about MP's desire to be seen as a highly competitive team on the road this season. This is MP's mantra right now.
And MP and his team have to be feeling great about how they've played on the road lately. They've handled business and proven they aren't intimidated by any team's fan base. We will see if they can continue being successful away from home.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Wells and Jackson, your small and power forwards. Ja Morant is out there with MP, and it's Edey in at the 5, down low. Pass to Tatum. Simons outside. The kick to Tatum. And a miss there on the triple. From deep, MP fires in the triple.
Yeah, very accurate shot by MP. He must have been drilling these since a young age.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, thanks. The Celtics this summer trading Drew Holiday for Anthony Simons. Player almost a decade younger. Simons' deep threat capability is definitely a fit for the way the Boston Celtics like to play, especially now moving forward. He can fit in defensively. He could be a long-term contributor, guys.
He's more than capable. Okay, Shams, thank you. Jaylen Brown, in addition to becoming a champion, notched a big award in 2024, Doris.
It is undeniable that Jaylen Brown raised his level throughout the course of the playoffs in 2024. He was the MVP of the conference finals and the finals, and I thought set the tone almost nightly en route to that championship.
Oh, he picked him clean. Here's Shireman. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Kata. And he dunks it down.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Here's MP. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Boston has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Simons with it, guarded by Morant. To the inside. And finished off by Tatum.
Oh, how easy it is to get off your feet. How about the spring from Jason Tatum?
And here's MP from outside. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
Now, how about this? He cannot find his rhythm in this period. This has been tough sledding.
Brown, no good. Grizzlies trail by 3. On the wing, MP takes the 3. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. MP's got 6.
MP ready to rise and fire as soon as he touched it.
And there it is for him.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Here's Morant. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. MP's shot is off. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. And here's Simons outside. Hits the three-pointer.
You can't give Simons any room from that corner spot.
So Tuomas Isolo has decided to call time. Back to Brown. Morant against Simons. Ja Morant grabs the miss. For For Memphis, they've gotten 7 of their first 9 shots to drop during the second. We've got Anthony Simons, Sam Hauser out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's Jaylen Brown, and it's Shireman in at the 2. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's Brown, following the bucket by the Grizzlies. Pass to Tatum, fires the 3. Oh, Tatum's triple is pure.
Jason Tatum has built such consistency from beyond the arc. Doesn't matter if there's a contest or not.
Memphis trailing here. And here's MP from outside. Can't hit it. His 7th miss in 9 attempts.
Boy, after dropping 2 triples in the first quarter, he hasn't hit another yet.
Simon's shot is good.
What a find by Tatum. Draws the defense and kicks it out to 3.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's MP. Here's Edey. And he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket.
Boy, you can see this guy's work ethic. He just refuses to give up on that possession, and he gets rewarded for it.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Back to you.
Allie, thanks for the report.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Pass to Edey. MP right side. Oh, MP buries the triple.
Boy, this guy doing his job, spacing the floor. He had 2 triples in the first, and he just gets his 3rd to go.
Brown passes to Tatum. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And we haven't seen them pound the ball inside and draw as much contact this quarter.
The offensive rebound. Edey, that's good.
This is how you make an impact on the offensive glass. Bring that intensity.
And so Simons will bring it up for the Celtics. This is the first they're seeing of Memphis.
Yes, surprised to split the season series last year. These guys have confidence in themselves against anyone they face.
You wonder if they're looking to take control of this one early. And when you have more talent, you want to keep the other guys from gaining any confidence.
Tie game in Boston. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. See you in just a bit.
And we welcome you.
Well, one stat in their favor is the one they haven't been racking up, turnovers. They've been very precise.
All right, fellas, let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the 3rd.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Anthony Simons, he's been playing really well.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Checking out the group for Tomas Isalo to start the second half. Wells and Jackson, your small and power forwards. MP is out there with Ja Morant, and it's Edey in at the center position. MP finds Edey, back to MP. Here's the 3. Boston pulls it in.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
Boy, bodying up there, making sure to get position. That's really nice rebounding technique.
Here's Jackson. The shot from the low post is good. Jackson's got 9 points.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Back to Tatum. Lets it go from deep. Boston, no good that time either.
This is what frustrates coaches. You come out of the half and you miss your first 3 shots.
Doris, at just 26 years old, Jason Tatum has his first title with the Celtics in 2024.
BA, after he won the title, his first line was, "What are they going to say now?" This guy has done nothing but win from the time he entered the league. He is underappreciated as a big-time superstar. And guess what? There's a long way to go in his career.
Pass to Morant. MP with it. Now guarded by Simons. Wells, the pass to Morant. There's the screen. The 3-ball. Boston pulls it in. Brown's got 4 rebounds in the game. Tatum to the rack. Good D by MP.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
Good, and the setup by Morant. MP's got 6 in the quarter.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Simons deciding where to go with it. To the wing on the left. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Shireman. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got rebound number 7 tonight. The baseline J. Wells, the pass to Morant. And here's MP from outside. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Celtics trail by 9. And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Pritchard's checked in from... taking an offense out of its rhythm. What are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, BA, you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
Drills it from deep.
Now that's some serious range from MP.
At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Then there's Anthony Simons, and it's Keita in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
Not putting his head down. He continues to produce with the team trailing.
The triple drops.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
And it's Tatum with the ball for the Celtics. They trail by 16. Now Simons. Yes, sir! Make it in the layup.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And it's in there.
Well, being able to finish through contact, essential for MP. No one going to make it easy on the interior.
Tatum outside. The 10-footer. can't hit it. Memphis leading by 16. Here's MP. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
A minute 15 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Tatum looking it over. And yes, sir, in stride on the lay-in from a sweet assist.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
Memphis has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Celtics trail by 16. Outside Simons. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Buries it from outside.
He's just showing off tonight. Simons, an explosive scorer with great energy.
And out of bounds, Boston will have it.
Unforced turnovers. He'll drive your coach insane.
Boston's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Edey. Simons! Misses the three! Memphis leading by 13. MP! Ooh, it doesn't go. The Celtics shooting a solid 47%.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Grizzlies.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for MP.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Here's Pritchard. Jerome there for the rebound. MP goes again. And that's how you get it to go inside.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
And he drops it first.
Peyton Pritchard.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. MP. Booyah! He sinks the triple. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter.